Today's music legend that you should know is guitarist Jason Becker. Many electric guitarists know about him or have heard his name, but I'm here to tell you that he is one of the greatest guitarists in the history of music. He was a very, very, very deep musician from a very young age. He started out probably when he was 8 years old, I think, playing guitar in the San Francisco Bay Area where he grew up. And his father and his uncle were both musicians, and they encouraged his music. He started studying classical guitar, and he picked up the electric guitar soon afterwards, and was an incredible prodigy on it, and inspired by people like Steve Vai and Yngwie Malmsteen, and started composing his own music and putting his own bands together when he was in high school. And he put out a few albums when he was still a teenager, maybe 18 or 19, full of incredibly beautiful and intricate original compositions. I mean, it's full of like all sorts of over the top guitar playing, but it's very, very lyrical. And some of it is very complex harmonically. So he started getting more and more well known, and especially with this band called Cacophony that he was in with his high school buddy Marty Friedman. And they toured all over Europe and Japan to great acclaim. And then he joined David Lee Roth's band and played on David Lee Roth's first solo album. I think it was his first solo album after he left Van Halen. I think so. Played some amazing solos. But during the time that he was doing that, he noticed that his left leg started feeling funny, and he was dragging it behind him. And very soon, this 20-year-old wizard was diagnosed with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. And according to the doctors, he had 3 to 5 years to live. Well, I'm here to tell you that Jason is still alive. He is such a fantastic person. We know each other. We were introduced by Mike Varney, who produced records for Shrapnel and also produced the album that I'm on with Steve Smith on Tone Center, one of his other labels called The Stranger's Hand. And Mike said, you and Jason really have to get to know each other. So by this time, when I met Jason online, he was totally paralyzed. The only thing he could move was his eyes. He couldn't play guitar anymore, but he communicated with this board that his father, who was an engineer, devised that took his eye movements. He was absolutely intact mentally and musically, and retained a sense of humor. And we had the most wonderful interactions and sent each other recordings of our music. And he continued to compose with friends who interpreting his eye movements. And it's just remarkable how great he is. There was even a movie made about him that a lot of people participated in called Not Dead Yet. And there's tons of his music on Spotify. And there are some wonderful videos on YouTube of him playing. You just got to listen to this guy's music. He had the most consummate technique. It was amazingly perfectionistic, but at the same time, bluesy and full of humor. He had everything. His compositions were intricate. Some of them had 12 tone rows in them. The things in odd time meters, when he was just a teenager. He's somebody that deserves your listening attention and also your emotional support to stay alive and keep contributing to the world. So Jason Becker, somebody that you should really, really check out.